Okay, so let's start a reading vlog because I started the Tainted Cup, and like the series name of this has something to do with like a Leviathan. I was like, what the hell? I got something to do with this. Um, it turns out this world is kind of crazy because when you look at the map, like here, the map kind of helps explain because y'all, if you are some of the people that I know you are, you're gonna know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Because okay, what does this map remind you of? They have walls, and then they're blocking from the outside to keep away from the Titans. Except the Titans are like Leviathans or whatever. Except tell me why it took me a minute to put that together, and I was like, Titans. We have Titans and we have inner walls and outer walls, and I was like, what in the Attack on Titan shit is going on in this world? So I was like, wait, like, are we talking about like Titans, like Attack on Titan, or like what the fuck they mean? And I think they just mean like the Leviathans. There's like dangerous sea creatures, and so it's like scary for them to be living near the ocean, and they want to live more inland. So yeah, it took me a minute because yeah, I was going full weeb on that one. Like, what the fuck's going on? So anyways, this book don't even like that's part of the story, but it's like I don't know, like this world is so intricate. But then at the same time, I don't know how that's gonna tie in yet because I'm on like 100 pages in now. I made it through like the first part, but this is a murder mystery. So like the world is very built up, but then there's a lot of stuff that I don't know yet because like our main character is clearly keeping some kind of secrets and not telling you everything, and then and he works for a lady that's kind of crazy, but they're having to investigate this dude getting assassinated by tree. Like it's crazy. He like a tree grew out of him, and that's how he got done in. And I'm like, it's crazy. It's kind of crazy. So, people in this world have like enhanced abilities, and there's like different races, and I'm like, the world is so intense. Like, I'm over here like, how hard am I supposed to be imagining this? Like, are we talking about like Final Fantasy ass people with like cat ears, or is it just that her eyes are cat like? It kind of sounds like people kind of look kind of normal, but kind of not normal. So I don't know, but like there's like this world's like very intricate, and I'm still waiting to see more of how it's gonna come together. But yeah, so far they're trying to solve that, and then the main guy, bro, he clearly lied on his test, and everybody knows he lied, but then they're like, they don't understand how he lied so hard because yeah, his brain is like altered or whatever. He's they do like magical shit to people, and so he he can remember. They basically give him like a photogenic memory, one of those memories where everything you see you remember. And so the problem though is that he doesn't know how to read or write. Really, like he kind of can, but he kind of can't, and it almost kind of sounds like he's dyslexic or something. But like I don't know, he's not a fast reader or anything, so it's very like what the fuck did he do to pass his test? And I think we're gonna find out more shit later. So I think it's maybe like a bit of an unreliable narrator because you know he's keeping secrets. You just don't know what those secrets are yet, and I have a feeling we'll probably have to learn more about the world in order for those secrets to even make sense in the first place. If that makes sense. So like this is a very like you're gonna find out as you go and get revealed more and more, and like honestly that's very interesting for me. It's not info dumpy. It's like you're gonna immediately like go in and then you find shit out as you go. And I'm not opposed to that. So it's been an interesting ride. And like I love the dynamics of these characters because they're so interesting. Like this dude's obviously keeping secrets and lying. Except then he's still even though people like can't really tell that he can't read and shit, like not everybody knows this. I mean some people do. But like the lady who's in charge of him I don't think knows that. Or like his boss, and but she still roasts his ass. She's like, bro, you are so boring. Oh my god. She's always roasting his personality. She's like, oh, like, why did I have to get stuck with you and like all this stuff? He's like, well, you hired me. Except the hiring process only goes shady, so I don't know what the hell happened. But she's just like, God, how do I end up with like the most boring assistant ever? And you're like such a like like I don't know, basically like you're so law abiding. Jesus Christ, why? It's so funny to me. And but then she doesn't leave she likes to stay in the dark, and then she likes to keep a blindfold on and stuff, and she's like, oh, this helps me like process more because then there's less like external stimuli or whatever. I don't know, she's like very eccentric, but then she got jokes. She's clowning this man, okay, and I think it's so funny so far. So their dynamic is fun to read. And then, especially because, I mean, this dude is dry as hell. He is dry as hell. He's just like, I don't know, man. He's like, I'm the dumbest one, but he somehow got like a perfect score on the test. And I'm waiting for that reveal of how the fuck he did this shit, because that shit don't make no sense. But, yeah, so something happened. And that's interesting. But so far I'm liking it, and so I'm just gonna keep going with it. Okay, so an update for The Tainted Cup. This book is like getting increasingly more like, I guess, kind of crazy, because like the scope of this incident that starts the book is just like the stuff they're investigating is just growing and growing and growing, and it's becoming more and more involved with more and more people. It's turning into like a whole thing, like kind of like a whole ass conspiracy almost. Like it's crazy. There's just more and more bodies piling up, and more people have to get roped in to investigate, and more people are being found to be sus, and everything is going on. But at the same time, like, there's still funny parts. Oh, cat fluff. Anyways, but there's still a lot of funny parts in this. Like, our main character is an apprentice still, so they only let him carry around a wooden sword. And so he's like trying like to be out in the field dealing with people who like are sketch, and he's fighting them off with a wooden sword. Like, give this man a sword, please. If he has to be out in the field doing real shit, then why aren't we giving him a real sword to protect himself? I don't get it. But it's kind of funny. So yeah, the dynamics are still kind of funny, because they're like, bro, you are like, and he's still getting roasted like all the time, like, you are the driest motherfucker. They're like, bro, get the pole out of your butt. And I think he might have got hit on by a dude too a little bit, and he was just like, no response. And I'm like, okay, never mind. So yeah, it's funny to me a little bit, but it also, it's obviously really serious too, because of all the bodies that are coming up, and then like it's honestly kind of gruesome, like the way that they're finding everything. And then there's like not just bodies of people, there's like bodies of the leviathans that are like, you can see bits and pieces and parts and stuff. Like, I don't know, there's just a lot of dead stuff in this. So, but then also like a degree of ridiculousness. And then like the way the world works in here is just so intricate and interesting. Like, we keep finding out more and more as we go along, and so I like that. And so I'm like, it's still interesting for me, and I'm like over halfway now. Yeah, it looks like that. I'm a little bit over halfway, and so yeah, I would say this is pretty interesting, and so far I'm anticipating continuing the series. So I know the second one's out. I think my library has a copy, so I guess I'll be picking that up eventually too. So far so good. Alrighty, so I finished The Tainted Cup yesterday. Like, yeah, I kind of like just blew through the ending there, because it was good. Like, I almost kind of thought that maybe things weren't gonna wrap up in this book, but they kind of did. So I'm guessing it's like a different case in each book, but I think it's supposed to be a trilogy. And the second one's definitely out, and I think the third one's supposed to come out later in this year. I have to double check that, but I know the second one's out, so I'm definitely gonna pick that up, because I like this world. And then like this, just like the case just got more and more like widespread. Like, it was just all corruption. It was so like, it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and more people were involved. And like, it's honestly, there's some like pretty gory parts, I would say, because of how people are dying in this. It can be kind of intense, but then at the end I was still laughing, because the dynamics of these characters are just good. Like, I don't know, this dude getting roasted is just like the best shit to me. So, and then these people are just crazy, honestly. Like the lady he works for is nuts, and then he was pretty naive to think that she like wasn't on top of some other shit. Like, it's funny. Their dynamic's funny, and I'm glad that there's gonna be another book with them because yeah, I like this little team that they have going here. So, and I'm interested to see because I think there's definitely more backstory to these characters. Like to him, I'm not sure if there's that much, but for the lady he works for, definitely. Like there's definitely more shit that she's not telling him yet, and that we're supposed to wait to find out. And I want to find out. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going with it. But yeah, so far I give this 4 stars, so not bad at all. And now I can turn it back into the library because that was a library copy. But now I can start Starside, which, you know, I've been waiting for that one. But I've been hyped to read that because, I don't know, people make it sound good and it sounds like it's really intense. It sounds like it's a fast-paced type of book. So I'm going to start that next. And hopefully I like it because, I don't know, man. Sometimes these hyped up romanticities, I'm just like, the fuck is wrong with y'all? So I don't know. But we're going to see if it's any good. So that's next. And I'm still reading more of Immortal Rose on my Kindle. I probably should try to read this during the day because lately I try to read. I'll read like 2 or 3 pages at night and then be like, my eyes are so tired, and I just fall asleep. So yeah, I should probably read this during the day so I can actually make more significant progress. But that's where that's at. So yeah, those are the next books. Hopefully, I will be talking about. Okay, so reading update. I read A Treachery. Well, I've been reading A Treachery of Swans, and like, I didn't really know the story of like Swan Lake before this, like the ballet. I've never seen it. I've only seen the only ballet I've seen is the Nutcracker. And to be honest, it was not my favorite thing. It was fine until the end, and I was like, okay, we can wrap this up now. We're just dragging it out. But anyways, so yeah, I didn't really know the story of it, but I did kind of end up Googling it to see what like all the hype is about it. Apparently, it's a very hard dance to do. But anyways, this book is turning out to be really interesting because basically our main character, and like there's a lot of stuff in French in this, so I'm really glad that I'm listening to the audiobook with it because I don't know no fucking French and I'll be saying all this hella wrong and I'm probably still gonna say it wrong, let's be for real, because I don't know French. So but there's a lot of shit in French in this. So the main character Odile, she is like trying to get magic back, so she's like but it's like outlawed where they live, and so she is basically like adopted by kind of an asshole, Renault or whatever, and he's a dick, and but he's using her and basically groomed her and trained her to like be a spy to kind of infiltrate and try to get magic back by doing all this sneaky shit. So she but he also won't teach her magic. Like he's dangling that above her head to like get her to do what he wants. Because she wants to know how to use her fucking magic, like obviously. And her blood is gold because she's a sorcier or whatever, a sorcerer. She can do magic, so her blood is gold. So it's like obvious, but also like yeah, it's like not good in their world to be like that. It's kind of dangerous for them and scary. So yeah, she's trying to get it back, but with magic, she's basically pretending to be this other rich girl that they turn into a swan because she's gonna get married to the prince, basically. Except they always call prince, and I'm guessing that's prince in French. I don't really know, but she's supposed to get Marie here is supposed to get married to the prince, and that's how they're gonna get the Quran or whatever that's gonna. Korean, whatever. They're gonna get a thing that's supposed to help them get magic back because apparently the last guy like went on a rampage and basically witch trial type stuff. So Yeah, it's all about trying to get magic back, except Odile and her brother, they both gay. They both gay as hell. So there's some complications and hitches in the plan that I don't think the manipulative adopted dad calculated for, is that these teenagers' emotions and gayness. So, I mean, I'm like halfway through and like, I don't know, she's like, I don't even know if she's being fully honest with herself about it. Like, she can tell her brother's gay, but I'm like, girl, are you clocking that you're gay as hell? I'm like, I mean, kind of, but also I'm like, I don't know if she understands her own shit exactly, or if we're just being vague for the sake of the writing. But like, this book is so far interesting, honestly. Like, I kind of like it, and like, but also it's like unexpected, in an unexpected way. Like, I don't know how to explain, but like, I'm like flying through the book, and it's interesting as hell, and everybody's gay. Everybody's gay. Like, I don't think the prince is straight either. It kind of sounds like he got a thing with this dude too. So where I'm at in the book, the shit is going down. Like, there's also some sideways shit going on. Like, besides their plan, somebody else is doing some other shit too. It seems like. So there's layers of shit going on, layers of shit. And so yeah, I'm just very interested to see where this is gonna end. And I think it's a standalone. So I'm like, oh, we got a lot of wrapping up to do, and mysteries to solve and shit. So yeah, that's where that's at, and I'm just really interested to see where we're gonna go from here. I also started listening to the audiobook of what's that Sparrow ass book that everybody's talking about? My brain. Shield of Sparrows. I started Shield of Sparrows, and like, that one's like the beginning had stuff, and now has going on, and now it's just they're traveling, and it's like a long travel thing where this girl catching feels for this dude, but she thinks he has a girlfriend, and then it's like, it's confusing, but also like, it started kind of fast and now it's slow, and I'm basically kind of just waiting for something to happen again. But basically, this started with like, like, I know a lot of people have already said the synopsis of this because it's everywhere, but it's like, this girl that she thought her sister, because they're princesses or whatever, she thought her sister was gonna be the one that was gonna get married to this dude and be like the Sparrow, and so she's been trained to like be a spy and all this shit. Like, I guess I'm reading two spy books in one, but this girl, this girl was trained to be a spy, but her sister was not. Like, it was all planned in advance, and so, but then when it came down to it, they picked up the other girl that doesn't know how to spy, and apparently just like she can't even keep her emotions off her face and shit, and like, it's just so painfully obvious. So we're just gonna see what happens, because right now, where the part I'm at, I think I'm like a third of the way through, and they're still just like traveling to the other kingdom, and she's like trying to learn how to fight, but she doesn't know how to fight, and everybody's just kind of roasting her because she's kind of a dumbass. She doesn't know. She's just like, she's kind of just herp derping. Like, I don't know. She's like, man, I'm not good at this. I'm not cut out for being a spy. And I'm like, girl, you are not wrong. She has clocked it. She knows exactly what is going on. That she is not good at this. And she's definitely not. So, yeah, I'm just gonna see where that goes. But so far, it's like, it's interesting enough, but also like, nothing's happening right now where I'm at. So we're just gonna keep going and see, because I know everyone talks about like at the end it's like pretty loaded up. So I guess at the beginning and the end it's pretty loaded up, and then the middle is where like, people are just catching feels and being sus about each other and shit. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we got it. Like, we can move along a little bit, thanks. But anyway, so yeah, that's where that's at. Okay, so I'm here to wrap up this reading vlog because I sure have kind of fallen off recently with this, but I think the books that I was reading at the end was this one, Treachery of Swans, and so I think I need to give y'all the final update of this, which, oh my god, first off, this book was kind of crack. Like, I didn't expect to get as invested in this as I did, but I did. I actually ended up giving it 4 stars. Like, while I was reading it, I was like, how is this like a one-off book? Because like, especially toward the end, I'm like, this could have been a series. Like, straight up, it could have been like 2 or 3 books, honestly, like at least a duology. But the vibe of it would have been, I guess, maybe too different. Maybe that's why they didn't do that. But like, this is good. Like the shit that could have been like a whole other book, they just kind of wrapped it up in the epilogue. So the ending was kind of rushed, but at the same time, yeah, like it would have been a completely different vibe of this. So maybe that's why they did it, because it would have been kind of a disconnect, I think. But yeah, this is like it ended up really cute. Yeah, kind of rushed, honestly. I think it could have been a little slower, but it is I think a YA book, so no surprise there. But yeah, I liked how it ended, and just like we had to do like a big time jump, but yeah, it was intense. Like, there's a lot of betrayal. There's like betrayal in this, like layers of people being like, who can I trust? What do I do? Like, there's a whole lot. There's a whole lot. So, anyways, I liked that, and then the other book I think that I need to tell you all about was that I finished Shield of Sparrows. And yeah, that book was mostly traveling, and mostly like there was a plot twist in there that was so obvious. Like I knew where it was going, I knew what was happening, and it happened the way I thought it did. So kind of, I was not that surprised, but I was also like happy. Like I think this is one time where I think I like the romance more than the actual plot, because the actual plot is just like meandering, and like I don't even really fucking know. I mean, some stuff popped off at the end, but the plot is not plotting. This book is more just like the romance, to be honest. So that's most of the book, and I feel like it did pay off, because there's not a whole lot of books where I'm like wanting the characters to get together. Like a bunch of times I feel like I'm just kind of indifferent. But this one I was all like, kiss already, like that meme where they're like pushing them together, like just get together already. So yeah, I think this one I liked the romance more than the fantasy part for once, which is usually not the case. So yeah, I liked that part about it. And it was interesting enough that I think I will try to pick up the second one. But we'll just see how that goes, because yeah, it's definitely one of those like, oh, we're gonna put all the plot at the beginning and at the end, and then in the middle barely anything. Like I don't know, the middle was just predictable, but also the romance part was cute. So I don't know, the way it was balanced was an interesting choice, I would say. Pacing wise, but it is what it is. So yeah, it was entertaining enough. I didn't hate it. Yeah, we're gonna continue. That's the plan. So that's where that is. And I did actually, I think earlier in this vlog I mentioned Starside. I have in fact started this. But let me tell you, the beginning of this is so Hunger Games coded. Like this is basically, the beginning of this is basically just the Hunger Games. And like everything is even named the same. There are certain situations that are exactly the same. Like at this point I'm like, I could just reread the Hunger Games. I mean, I intend to now, because I'm like waiting for it to be different. I mean, I haven't gone that far, because literally the setup is just the Hunger Games. I'm like, I need the magic part. Like maybe when the magic part kicks in, because I know it's supposed to have like the fantasy element, like not just dystopian. It's supposed to be like a fantasy dystopian, right? So I need to see where that part's going, because right now, like at the beginning part where I'm at, it's not different. It's not different, and like that's kind of making me like lose steam on picking it up. But I know it's supposed to get different, and I'm really waiting for that part. Like I need it to get different so I can be invested. So I don't know. We're gonna end up finishing this in the next one, or at least continuing it or something. Just making a decision in the next one, because yeah, this vlog's already long enough, I think. But anyways, so we'll talk about that next time. But yeah, that's kind of where the reading is. And yeah, we're gonna start some new stuff, because I also have like 4 arcs, and I started 2 of them. So I have books to finish, and I really need to read these arcs this summer, because most of them are coming out. So yeah, we're gonna get back to that. But I did a little trip, and so I kind of threw everything off. But we're gonna get back on track next time. Yeah, there you have it. That's where we're at.